This exclusive new detail on a campaign against the government's cheaper medicine program. It's coming from the powerful Pharmacy Guild. Andrew Clennell is with me, our political editor. And pharmacy campaigns can have a really significant political impact, Andrew, because those community pharmacies are right around the country.
Well, Kieran, it's been one of the cost of living catch cries from the PM, cheaper medicines. But the changes that the government has made to the way medicines are distributed has raised the ire of pharmacies and now led to an advertising campaign in 8 marginal seats involving robocalls and signage at pharmacies. Those seats are Gilmore, Lyons, Higgins, Boothby, Aston, Parramatta, Hasluck and Pearce, many states covered there, all seats winnable for the coalition at the next election off Labor with small margins. The first round of robocalls to the above 8 electorates has been undertaken in the last few days, totalling about 800,000 calls. The pharmacists are on the attack, targeting the federal government over a policy change announced which they say means they get a third less income. Previously, they had to have 30 days supply of drugs for customers. Now they are being required to provide 60, yet they receive the same dispensing fee from the government for 60 days worth of supply of drugs as they would for 30. And pharmacies claim 65% of their income comes from these dispensing fees. So they are claiming thousands of jobs will go and hundreds of businesses will close if the government does not alter its changes. Now, the PM made the point in question time last week that he was more worried about consumers than pharmacists.
I want to see pharmacies thrive. But I tell you who else I care about, besides the person who's the pharmacist, I care about the person who goes into the pharmacy. I care about these 6 million Australians who will benefit from cheaper medicines. That's what I care about.
Now, the Pharmacy Guild claims they are not against cheaper medicines, but they want the government to consult with them and not rush the rollout without, as they put it, understanding the severe consequences on them. But if the government does not sit down and negotiate with them, they say they are prepared to campaign all the way to the next election, conducting many waves of campaigns like this one. Pharmacist Trin Vu, who is in new Labor MP Andrew Charlton's seat of Parramatta, is one of the pharmacists up in arms.
We still have no understanding of how that impact or where that source of income is going to come to compensate for the loss and reimburse for the loss that we're getting through the cuts in halving our dispensing fees with the 60-day policy. And that is just totally unfair on our sustainability, our viability as small businesses, because that's what I am. I am a small business.
So Health Minister Mark Butler says this of the campaign: this is the latest scare campaign from the pharmacy lobby group about the government's cheaper medicines policy. The truth is the government is delivering cheaper medicines through 60 days dispensing for more than 6 million Australians. This will halve the cost of more than 300 medicines for millions of Australians, including pensioners who are living with a chronic condition and doing it tough with cost of living. And the government claims every single dollar saved by the government will go back into pharmacy services, so pharmacists to play an even more central role in the healthcare of Australians. The Pharmacy Guild disputes that. They don't believe they have that commitment that all the money will go back to them, Kieran.